still up. Oh, I think it might be like alternating. Well, whatever. It's time to play Dying Light 2. Game that has really, really satisfying parkour. What if I told you there was a game that was Mirror's Edge's parkour with sweet flips and crafting and gliding, and I think there's a grapple hook eventually because the first one had a grapple hook. Then I miss Vampire Survivors. Oh, don't worry, I'll play more of it. Get your bulbs reset? Yes. And then my firmware has been reset. Everything's clear. This is sponsored. This is actually sponsored by the publisher, Techland. So thank you, Techland, for sponsoring this gameplay. But I'm going to be checking out the newly released DLC. As part of the sponsorship, Techland would like you to know that Dying Light 2, Stay Human, is 45% off right now. A deluxe version, which is also 45% off, includes the Bloody Ties DLC, which I'm about to start. I accidentally started it a little while ago. I knocked on a door and some dude stole my wallet. So there's your update. Gosh, this game's gorgeous though. Man. I just unlocked the paraglider too. Getting some rumbles. I was rumbling. I don't remember what the rumbles mean. Oh yeah, you can like tag stuff. Oh, that's right. It's Pop-Tart Kitty's birthday today. Happy birthday, Pop-Tart. Hopefully you have oh yeah, and then tomorrow's your orientation, right? Ah, consequential couple of days. This area is really pretty. Oh! I just got home from the doctor. Oh.
Is it open yet?
Well, hopefully it was all good news. Good news on your special day. Is that a fire knife? Yes. It is a double fire knife. I don't think the ability's charged yet, but cool, I did it. Yeah, the game like there's basically mod slots on weapons and you can kind of craft elemental damages and stuff. This one actually has a little flamethrower built in, so I can point it at somebody and whoosh them. I'm just taking a look around right now. Oh, I was playing it through my Shield TV yesterday. And to get a buttery frame rate on that, I had to like code it down to 1080p. So I'm really savoring the extra resolution right now. All right, let's get to that DLC. That is back over here. Back. Travel to the train station. Super Green Miner, thanks for the sub. You had your cranial MRI rescheduled for today. I'll get the results in December. It's to figure out why my nerve is hurting my ear. That never went away, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. You just found medications that kind of take the edge off? Oh yeah, given that I've tweaked my streaming settings a little bit, the video quality should be really good, but as always, I would ask your help in letting me know if you see any stream stutters. Swoosh. Oh, Caveman, you're having a similar issue? Oh no! People's ears just going haywire, huh? Don't you love when your body parts are just like, what if I just started hurting right now?
Witness, for this is the news of the last city standing. Today, new developments surrounding a baffling unsolved mystery.
Just making my way to the DLC over here. Man, traversal in this game's so fun. I've already kind of cleared out this area, so there's not as many zombies. Kind of neat. This game does that thing where as you play, the decisions you make actually change the world and the environments that you then move through later. Cool stuff. Hashtag sponsored and all that, but still, like, I just picked this game back up again, and the further I get, the more impressed I am with how much complexity there is. Is it glide time? I think it's glide time. Whoosh. stream kept up with the chaos of Vampire Survivors noticeably well. But you know what's interesting? Because yesterday I had encoding that kept up with Vampire Survivors just fine. But there were a few of the like takedown animations in God of War that threw it for a loop. Specifically, there was an animation where like this giant crocodile thing chomped on Kratos and like spun him around a couple times. And just that rapid movement at 60 FPS really blew the encoder out, I guess. So that's why I've dropped the, I don't have the grappling hook yet. No, I think you get that later in the story. Oh, forgot to soft land. Ow. I crackled up my ankles on that one. It happens. Yeah, exactly. Alligator rolled the encoder. I had to drop my quality settings way down to be able to handle the alligator roll without dropping frames. So in exchange, I've turned the encoding quality back up, but now I'm doing 936p. Really want to kick one of those dudes. Yeah, water tech. I mean, that whole environment was just kind of a technical flex. I loved the like ankle deep water everywhere. You could do the like reflections and the splishy splashies. So good. Are they gonna kill them all? Almost. There's one over there, but I don't know if I can jump that far. Oh, I bet I could glide and then drop kick him. Rad. Is it this? Maybe it's not actually charged. Usually gives me a prompt. Damn it. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's right here. Whoosh. There we go. Okay. So squelchy. What? Alright, just reacquainting myself with the combat a little bit. So yeah, there's like, I guess it's part of the DLC setup, there's like an underground fight ring.
Apparently there are folks using infected livers for medicine. Oh, disgusting.
I think this actually reset the quest, which is great.
Password.
Oh yeah. Cake is a lie, lol.
The cake is a lie.
I think you've mistaken the portal, pal.
Would you kindly?
Shockingly, wrong answer. Get lost.
Oh, you saw the ENT, nailed the issue, prescribed me pain relief for the nerve, which has been working. Okay.
Ken sent me.
This works only for
I'm glad at least that's been working.
You don't look Larry to me.
I don't know.
So, it's not a place for you.
This could be you. Right.
But it's gonna be me. Sorry, boss. That's my destiny.
Oh, good to know.
Not joking. That's me in a few days.
Is this your weight class?
He's fat. I'm not. Speed counts. And like that, I'm gone.
So they keep asking me for this password. You wouldn't know it, would you? Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, this game is first person, even in the cutscenes.
No. Oh, no. Wait. Hey, punk! You took my money!
Did I now? Well, gee, thanks.
Oh, that little fucker!
You flip up this thing? Ooh.
Inhibitor container detected.
Oh yeah. I have like investigation view. It took me a while to figure out that, oh, cool flip, that that little whooshing sound is actually my like flame mod, like the pilot light. Kind of comforting once I realized what it was. I think all of the mods make a bit of a sound, in case anyone in chat was wondering what that was coming from. In any of these windows? Ah, crap. Tripped over a dead person. Move.
Gotcha, you asshole!
No. Calm down, okay? Say we go halvesies. Deal?
Say I smash your face in.
Counteroffer? I get 25%.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna smash your face in.
Shit, okay? Stop. Here.
Now tell me why.
Entry fee. For the fights. I can win, then pay you. Oh, fuck! I thought I was lucky. And without me, boss, you won't get out alive.
Hide behind this guy. Ah! Ee! Oh! Oh, wow, I didn't know there were guys over there.
Again.
Cutscene. I'd given up. I was finally healing.
Keep it up!
They're everywhere. Ow! Hey, go get that guy. No, I missed! Ah! How did I do that? No, I actually don't think I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, believe it or not. I want to do a cool vault kick. There we go.
We didn't do too bad.
We?
I mean me. But at least you didn't get in my way. I can see you've got potential.
The potential to kick your ass?
See? You're a smartass like me. We can be a great team. Destiny.
So, I don't know, Chaim. I feel like in action RPGs, difficulty
Said you want to qualify for the tournament at Carn.
in games that have like baked-in difficulty scaling,
I know the
difficulty is such an odd
Go
thing.
back to the baptistry and meet me there.
So what is the password?
First blood. Oh, and bring that money of yours for the entry fee. Just don't lose it again, okay?
I feel like in games that have like scaling gear systems and all that, difficulty really is just kind of a crimp on the damage you do and the damage you take. And effectively, it's the same game but longer. So I don't know. Difficulty that just kind of forces you to do the same gameplay but longer without mistakes. It can be interesting. But when it comes down to that, I don't have a ton left to prove. I get it too. It's fun to joke about. It is something that I think about though. Oh, those shadows are gorgeous. Taking the shroom. Bye. Money being a thing in an apocalypse never made sense to me, and COVID happened. Yeah, I get it. That even comes up in this game. They talk about how there's other... Uh-oh. Ew! I'm doing so many embarrassing things. They talk about how there's other things that are traded more than money. Or how other things can be fought over more than money, but it's still around. Yeah, those knees. Knees become pudding.
Inhibitor container detected.
Hey, what's up, 420 Santa?
Password.
First blood.
In you go.
Oh, look at all these hard dudes. They're all road warriored out. Wearing bondage gear and shit. I want to beat up a dude wearing a tire. Alright, fine, I'll heal. I don't think I can. It won't let me. Guess I can't do it in here.
You here to watch or pray?
I'm still deciding.
Watch and you'll tear your eyeballs out. Play and they'll tear them out for you.
First time seeing you around here. Who sent you?
Easy, Roy, easy. Aiden here's my boy.
Wait, how do you know my name?
I know my city and who comes in. I'm Chiro.
And a big pussy.
And you're a big dick. Without one.
Huh?
Wanna get your ass kicked again? Last time left you wanting more.
Supposed to be horny?
Just bad luck. Now I got him. Sign us up.
Who's us?
We means us. You don't know the ropes. I do. We're a team.
He's the plucky, fast-talking sidekick. He's the little bow wow of this Tokyo Drift we're about to go on.
Oh, we're a team now.
A winning team. Chiro and Aiden. Sounds like money and victory.
You signed us up for prize fights?
Hey, if you want to do it for free, go ahead. More for me.
Oh, you're really getting on my nerves, you know that?
That's the spirit. Ready to rumble, boss.
Okay, champ. You win. I hope.
All right. Tatsuo here is the best engineer in town. He'll give you a real weapon.
This is like picking my Pokemon.
My own.
Not here. This ain't a border town, it's the baptistry. We got culture. You get what they get. Equal fights for all. You gonna take it or leave it?
I like that.
Is this some kind of prop?
See, that's how you can
Have
create
to kill anybody.
bespoke challenges inside of a system like that.
And that's bullshit.
is using specific weapons.
What about that thing there?
Flattening
Not
stats.
a thing. A prototype. Not for you. Here, take. Chiro, take Kira to the place you always get your ass kicked.
Watch your you hear? Hey, you've been around a while. You're practically one of us now.
What's a little high there, bud?
Ain't nobody gonna kick your ass.
Participating in my ceremonial right to critique the form of anyone doing exercise.
You're gonna get wrecked tonight, pretty boy.
You think I'm pretty?
Oh, am I now?
Shit, yeah.
And who exactly is gonna wreck me?
Mick or Ducky, maybe Ramon. One of them will.
They your friends?
UV buddies, let's say. They'll make mincemeat out of you.
You their cheerleader or something?
Do I look like some bitch with pom-poms to you? Here to fucking train them, that's it. They could hit before they learn to walk or talk.
Oh,
You do
man.
know why this place is called the Baptistry,
Gas
right?
these dudes up.
Ain't about getting into
These are hard
It's about
motherfuckers.
getting into Carnage Hall. Winning here's the first step to get there. Won't be the case for you, though.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Your eyes won't see nothing after my boys are done with you.
We're gonna fight our way all the way to Carnage Hall.
Keep it up, bud. Keep it up. Circumstance. Always know.
Hope I get a dope persona at some point.
Watch out for specials out there.
The
They
Night
can
Raven.
Turn some zombies into monsters straight from hell.
Bet you wonder how these biters survive in daylight. UVs will kill them eventually.
You heard?
Just takes
People
a
say the
long
Night
time
Runners
with
are
these.
back.
Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm the Night Runner. This torches around an AC unit.
Fighting for 5 years.
Oh. Oh, so this is just basically Danny the Dog / Unleashed. One of my favorite movies. I need to watch that again. I watched the first half of Kiss of the Dragon yesterday because I was just like, I feel like watching some like gutter aughts action film, and man, that movie is tasteless. Holy cow.
I think I regret this.
I don't, boss. I only bet on real fighters.
The inaugural event of the evening. Amateurs battling to join our ranks to prove what they're made of. A free-for-all. Last fighters standing are the winners.
I'm that dude in the back doing the squats with my hands all the way out. Yeah, I mean, the action in Kiss of the Dragon isn't bad.
Remember,
The story's pretty gross by today's lens. I guess even back then it was gross, but that was kind of the point. It's supposed to be gritty. Oh, it's like a free-for-all? Sick. Protect Chiro. Don't make me do that. Oh, I didn't make it. Damn.
protect your partner.
Ow. Jesus. Turn on my flashlight. Oh shit, it's like Condemned Criminal Origins now. It's been too long since we've had a good melee weapon hobo fight in a video game. I'm taking a lot of hits here. Oh, I forgot. Once you jump kick them, you can jump off of them again. You can like chain jump kick. Jesus. Oh god, it folded him in half. My god. New challengers. Oh, what a ragdoll. Oh, no.
Got you now!
Tricked me. How you doing, Chiro? You good? Fine. Oh. Oh no!
I got something for you, you piece of shit. Looks like shit.
I'm gonna do a jump kick.
You like me now, asshole?
What the? Oh no, it's this guy! He told me about the Night Raiders. He seemed really nice.
Ow, you...
You can give him like a double flip? Maybe not. Maybe if I'm faster about it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it, bro.
Over here, motherfucker!
Oops. Let's come down to this.
Dude!
He made me do it.
No! No!
I had to out of respect.
Who's laughing now?
I had to down him like the champion he is. A true king.
Chiro aiming for an official finish. Now let's take an official break for the next fight.
Tatsuo! You see that? Did you fucking see me?
I saw. Beers for the winner.
Thanks. You'll tell my old man?
Doubt he'd care, to be honest.
Huh? But why? I won, didn't I?
Better have a drink. Who knows when the next chance comes? Now, come on.
Oh, you could do a leg sweep? I mean, there's a lot of combat abilities I haven't unlocked. I did just unlock another one, so.
Okay, then. Look out for Chiro. Good kid, but trouble. Especially if his father thinks you're trouble.
Hey,
Can I at least have a sip of beer?
Here. You earned it.
Oh, thanks. Backwash gives it that extra spice.
So who taught you to fight?
Life.
Nobody taught me either. That's my problem.
I think it was actually like super soldier experiments, but sure. Streets.
My father was a legend. Once. At Carnage Hall. Only true arena in the city. But they betrayed him and killed my brother.
Oh, so you want revenge?
Yeah. That feels like all I have sometimes.
What the?
Gas!
Raid!
Aiden! This way!
Wait, there's no cops.
Chiro!
Who cares? Oh no! Love some Thunderdome stuff in games. Some real Enter the Dragon type shit would be cool. Yeah. I like the pit, the Fallout 3 expansion because of that. It's always fun to have like a...
Skullface.
I always like having a tournament arc. Chrono Trigger had one. Or like a Coliseum arc.
Shit, it's really him.
Damn, he's big.
Tatsuo, where is it at?
Oh man.
Heard you got a new toy.
Not for you.
This dude is just straight up out of Road Warrior. That's so sick.
Wrong. It's for me, and only me.
So you had to use gas? Equal fights for all, huh?
With me, it's never equal, ever. You hear?
I got a Shao Kahn motherfucker. So big, doing the point.
Never!
Oh, Rampage 420. Thanks for the prime. I think I missed that a while ago. And 420 Santa, thank you for the sub as well.
Down!
Well. Look at the hero. Let's see what you're made of.
Wait, Skullface didn't matter at all in Phantom Pain? He seemed so important.
Carnage Hall.
Hey, what's up, Ferret King?
That's why I keep burying all you assholes. You're nothing but shit stains on my shoe soles. Fucking filth!
Here for the entertainment. Well, you got it.
Oh, sweet. Is there gonna be a late title card?
Aiden! Get up! He busted the generator and let infected in!
Hell yeah.
Come on, get up!
Yes! All DLCs and expansions need their own title cards.
Deal with the infected.
The only way you know you're dealing with pure class.
I can see you, motherfucker. Help people out while I fix the breakers.
Hold out against... Oh my gosh, they're all level 3. Holy cow. I haven't seen any level 3 enemies yet.
Yo, there's propane tanks. Look around. Use them, bro.
Alright, alright. Are there propane? Oh.
Chiro? I'm trying!
Oh, there's more fellers in here. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, whatever. Actually, it did do damage. Did they take out all those guys? Oh, crap. I think they did. Any more propane? Where's a humble propane salesman when you need him? I don't know if I should be in here. This seems like a death trap. Okay, I just have to take out the rest. Alright.
Some light over here?
Coming right up! Hold on! I think I can... Ah! No! But they broke through? Shit!
Oh, okay.
Chiro!
Well, that was a pretty cool event. I really like the strong purples and reds. Makes it look like extra horror campy. Finally, I can gingerly pat these bags until things materialize in my inventory.
You all right?
No. I thought I was dead.
Yeah, good job with the generator.
What? Oh, yeah. Piece of cake.
Yeah, this looks good to you. Given that they are sponsoring the stream. Should mention this game is 45% off. Both the original game and then also the deluxe version that includes the Bloody Ties expansion recently released, which I am now playing. Yeah, check it out. You can use the Bloody Ties command. 45% off. 45.
Hell, he did. I fired up the second generator. The other one's totally destroyed.
I was about to tell you, I swear.
Stop making me mad, boy. I don't feed you to die in a pit. Stay away from my son. Got it? Far away.
Oh, he thinks I'm a bad influence.
How is he?
Not sure. Don't look good.
Every fucking time. I need some air. Let's talk on the roof. I'll tell you about Skullface.
I'll tell you about Skullface. Must have been a fun line to get to in the script. We need to talk about Skullface.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
So, who was he?
My father, Ogar, the ex-champion.
I mean the wacko in the mask.
Right. Skullface, new champion of Carnage Hall. Small world.
Was it 45% off too on the Epic Game Store? I don't know. Suppose I could Google it, but... What's the deal with Ogar?
What about your father?
What about him? He used to be strong. Not anymore.
How come?
He's a coward. Didn't move a muscle as they killed my brother. That's a champion? Even Skullface wouldn't stand by.
Tell me about Skullface.
Tell me about Skullface.
Tell me about Skullface.
The fucker has everything. Money, prestige, a sweet weapon.
A skull for a face?
He takes everything else he wants.
You sound pretty jealous.
Of course I'm jealous.
Maybe his name should be Skull
If I was like him, my father wouldn't... never mind.
So, how do you get into Carnage
You can look
Hall?
around a little bit.
Practice. It's the only arena like the old Coliseum or Madison Square Garden. Like I said, power, prestige.
So we gotta beat Skullface in the ring to avenge our dead brother.
Like me. And
just like Kickboxer?
Gotta pass 3 tryouts in the city. Look on the map. Scouts watch everybody.
There's gotta be a training montage at some point,
Each
right?
tryout has different rules and tests a different skill. But they all got
It would be awesome to play through a training montage.
good to move on up.
Like running through, like it fades in, you're running through parkour courses. It fades in, you're like tapping mini games.
That's why I'll win. Whether my father likes it or not.
Sweet music playing.
Try too if you got balls. Who knows? Maybe we'll bump into each other again. See ya, Aiden. You're all right, man.
Hey, Aiden. You're the best. Hey, Aiden. Nothing. Just wanted one more look at you. All right. Oh, okay. You have to do the. Oh. Okay, so they send you off to do like open world activities. Neat. Skills. So yeah, look at this. Look at how many skills I don't have. I really want wall running, so I'm gonna get wall running. I feel like wall running would have made that last sequence way cooler. Round pounds? Oh. I think I want that just for the physics of it. What? That's cool. I only just got the bow. I think I want the mega kick though. Because there's a ton of like physics objects where you can like kick people into spike walls and traps and stuff. The more oomph behind my kicks, the better. Oh gosh, look at all these weapons I should be using. All the best. Oh. Oops. What? Parkour was more useful after getting a few of the attack skills. Kick is my favorite and most used. Yeah, it's so good. It feels cool to do every time.
FYI, I'm gonna poke around, try to dig up some info about the tryouts. Stay tuned.
Okay. Here, what's closest? Guess this one over here. Couldn't resist. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Climbing skills are good to get. I think I already got a few of them. Because, yeah, you need some of the basic movement skills to just be able to get places. There's a couple of, like, speed ups I think I could get. To make certain animations go faster. You'd like to explore without them? It's challenging. Yeah, when you have to be a lot more careful about the path you take and kind of scout out spots to take breaks so that your stamina can come back.
The asparagus. Fry the onion until translucent. Of course, we don't have any of these.
Good seeing you.
Probably faster to just take the zip line, huh? It is really interesting how getting around fundamentally changes as you get these upgrades. Everyone knows cars are sponges. I love arm swinging and then running. Oh, like with the overhead bars, like this thing? I can just get up there. Broken legs? No! I crouched. 3-point pose. Makes you immune from all damage. Everyone knows that. Wait a minute. What am I thinking? No! No! Ah. There we go. That's my empty. I don't think I've ever done a treasure hunt before. Oh, the jump boosting perk? I have the one where you can boost off of
Go into the dark hollow and pick
off of like low barriers. You can basically spring off of them.
Shines bright.
A dark hollow during the day?
You going or not?
But do I fight or just sneak in?
You leave with the crystals. Use a rifle if you want. Don't care about the rest.
But you've got a weapon?
I don't got the weapon. It's Astrid's from Carnage Hall, on loan for tryouts. You going in or not? Scouts watching.
But who's Astrid?
She made the tryouts to keep out stupid questions. You going in or not?
So who's this scout?
A true connoisseur.
Yeah, the boost has killed me a couple times because I wasn't expecting it to like kick in as hard as it does.
Won't settle for less. Meaning me.
So it is you.
Are you going in or not?
I'm going in.
Huh. Interesting.
Just heard something about the Dark Hollow.
Crystal.
Fuckers hid the crystals everywhere. One is close to the entrance.
So wait, how many do I have to get all of them?
Don't miss the sink in the bathroom.
Oh, you have to get 10. Okay.
Check the fridge.
Thanks. There's one right there. Move. Pick it up. Okay. There's also a combat challenge here?
Not bad. You've got quite a potential.
Oh. Treasure hunt is a type of combat challenge. Okay. All right, now on to the next one. Huh!
I knew you were a natural.
Thanks for the tip.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for the tip.
Meet me for beer at the Pumpkin Farm on Fitzwilliam Place. Yes, I'm buying.
What's the occasion?
Come on, boss. We passed the first tryout.
Okay, I'll drink to that, champ.
No, we are the champions.
Hey, calm down. Maybe you'll pass out early.
I'll take that bet. I drink like a Viking.
Everybody, it's a miracle. We got the power
back. Hey, so check this out. I'm gonna give each of my fists a nickname.
Gonna call my left fist bangers and my right one mash. Bangers and mash, get it?
Oof.
Man, I cracked myself up. Aiden, my partner in battle. Drink up.
Bottle number what?
Stop counting. Start downing.
Already regret coming.
Hell yeah, bro.
Bullshit.
Beers, 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 beers.
Champion?
Who says I want to be the champ?
I was talking about me.
Yeah, sure, champ.
These cutscenes are adorably dorky.
Tell me how it went. Honest.
It's easy.
Uh-huh. Sure, boss. Took me forever. And other people. But for you, easy. Okay.
Hey, can I ask a question? The pimp hat,
Hey, it's a fedora.
Thank you for asking about
Passed
that.
down through family to me.
Your little Bruno Mars hat. You got it at a Hot Topic.
My brother gave it to me.
Oh, there we go.
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry, Chiro.
I know. It's okay.
So it's kind of like his headband. It's like a...
Fuck, I miss him.
I'm gonna tie it around his head before he
What
fights the
about you?
final fight.
Any family?
I'm not telling this nerd about... Actually, no. He's breaking my walls down.
Yeah, sister. I haven't seen her since, everything. So I do know how you feel, Chiro.
Like a ghost following you. Everywhere. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd rather not talk about her.
She from around here?
Said I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Sure, champ.
Gonna have to get 4 or 5 more beers in before that.
She hot? Just nod.
For fuck's sake, Chiro, she was just a kid when I last saw her. She's like you, but smarter.
Okay, sorry. You started it.
Someone had to ask, okay?
My brother was 15 when he had style and real fighting skills, but didn't want to fight. That pissed off my father. Then...
To absent family.
Yeah. To absent family. One more for the road?
Yeah, why not?
That's the spirit, boss.
Aren't I in training right now? Can affect my cardio.
And then fell 40 feet. Snapped his legs. Infected swallowed his ass. Sometimes slower is faster. Know what I mean?
For once, I do.
So, ready for the next round?
Sure.
Going for it.
I knew you had a little Viking in you.
Never say no. Push through your boundaries.
Bartender.
Excel to the next level.
Me, your drink, sir.
When it hurts, don't give in. Drink another beer. The bang. That's what the third beer clanking sounds like. Oh God. I'm gonna lose my pants tonight. Official soundtrack of Bros Crush and Brews. This is the training montage. I think you're right.
Oh, fuck my head. Where is it in a bottle?
Excellent. How many? Wait, that's like 5. 2 of them aren't even drank. These guys got 2.5 beers in and we're like dancing and falling over. probably didn't have the traditional pre-drink meal of McDonald's though. Or Nando's. What's like the official base? What the hell's that?
It's rising.
When we were doing drunk gameplays at Funhouse, our ceremonial drinking game food was always Zanku chicken, which was perfect.
For this is the news of the last city standing.
It makes sense that there would be criers again. I want to get so drunk that Public Enemy starts playing in my head. Yeah, jeez. When you start hearing Straight Outta Compton, that's when you know you're exactly drunk enough. Or it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Oh! Oh boy. Did a little fancy step in there. Oh yeah, Nesdom, the giveaway I'm currently running is a co-sponsorship with Capital One.
Yes.
So you can enter into the giveaway by installing the plugin.
Start whenever you're ready.
At night? And the infected?
And the more people that install it, the better the giveaway is. So starting at 100 installs, somebody's going to win a Steam Deck.
How much time do I get?
Not much. Now go.
So if you want to win a Steam Deck, install the free app. You don't even have to leave it installed. Go ahead and install it. Right. So, is it starting? Oh. Follow checkpoints, don't look back. Okay. Did forget there's explicitly a look back mechanic.
Aiden, scouts will sound the alarm. Watch your back. Whatever happens, run. The time's what counts at the finish line. Use the explosives on the tour. They can help.
Yes, you can you throw knives at explosives? So you have to actually hit it. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. You can do that? Okay, yes, you can. Jeez. Whoa. Baby spawned in. Man, you can shave 20 seconds off that. 26 seconds. Wow.
Well, well. You got quite the result. Talk to you at the next challenge.
Much parkour to improve. Oh yeah, dude, and I kicked things off a little early today. You really just got to go fast, man. You said it.
Did they help?
Thanks for the warning.
No problem, but call it common courtesy.
Same place?
The only place. This time, you buy.
Wait, we beersing again? We're beersing again. All right. All right. I'm still hungover, but... Ow! The heck? Wait, what? Wait. Hey! Ow! What the heck? Ow! Damn it! Crap. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, time to go drinking again. I did my one task for the day. I was joking, but I respect it. Yeah. I like where this game's head is at. Not the right button. Although I guess it is actually kind of nice because now we can go back and finish those beers we left. And we only drank 5, so it's not like the beer tap is going to be too high. So yeah, I can cover this one. Maybe this is his like rope-a-dope. He's like, wow, I'm so drunk off 2 beers, and then the next time he's like, you're buying, and now he drinks like 12. That's how you play the game.
Beer? Yo, Aiden. You ready to rumble? You do know Carnage Hall's only got 1 winner.
So if I drop out, you have a better chance.
Wait, what do you mean?
You ever do a deep dive video on Inside Games? Oh, like a feature or more like video essay type thing? I don't see why not. Well, there's no reason not to. It's more of a logistic thing. Those kinds of videos are far more time intensive and don't really get any kind of views. You kind of have to be one of the channels that people already go to for video essays, or you have to consistently produce them. I guess that's the other thing. So sure, could do a 1 or 2 off, but you need to get like, gosh, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views to justify the time spent on a video essay like that. Although I guess maybe nowadays they're probably produced more cheaply or less well researched, or I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot of time that goes into those. I would absolutely not help out.
No. I'm not backing out after all this shit.
Didn't think you would. Besides, you want to see me win.
Or lose.
What do you mean?
Well, you win, or you lose, right?
Yeah, okay. You're psyching me out to lose. Shh.
All right, you got it.
My brother didn't talk much. An artist type.
Hey, Candles.
I never stopped talking.
I'm having a great Monday so far.
Fuck off.
Just say modern games suck and you got your views.
But trouble.
Yeah.
And
he'd get you out of trouble.
That's kind of the shortcut to good YouTube content. Is really just like
a big and
vaguely validating people's
with a heart
generational preconceptions.
Never harmed no one. That's all in the past. Now
like researching and presenting new information in a new way is very, very time consuming. But if you just make comfy, cozy content that just kind of like ambles around the same points that have been made before.
I really miss him sometimes, you know? Fuck, man. I'm gonna kill Lucy.
That's honestly what I do on Twitch, though. It's just an unscripted...
Pushed him into the arena.
Unresearched...
Maybe to keep the championship.
Unfocused video essay.
He promised he wouldn't let him fight. Maybe he was dumb. Maybe scared shitless. No fucking idea. Won't even talk about it.
I forget the thumbnail that calls for big game hunting games journalists. Does that do numbers?
Was gone. So burned they just.
I feel like being mad at popular games does numbers. Like the thing that does the best is when a game has a reputation for being bad and then you make a video shitting on it. That is like the ultimate in sweet spot for like social media content in general, but also YouTube. So if there's ever a game that comes along that's kind of like a high profile failure, you need to like ride the dunk train as hard as possible. That's the only like political strategy I've noticed. I don't know that people like go after games journalists anymore. Does that still happen? Maybe. I actually really don't even know where all the views are on YouTube now.
So that's why your father doesn't want you to fight?
He thinks he was a great fighter. He's a bootleg.
Yeah, the Anthem days.
Never believed in me.
Yeah.
Show him what a champion looks like. I'll show everyone.
It was what everybody wanted to watch.
I'll kick his ass.
And it was my goal to get views so that people wouldn't get laid off. And then it didn't matter. People got laid off anyway. You can't get... There's no amount of YouTube views that will recover the money spent on Genlock, it seems. That's ancient history now. I still think the coverage we did wasn't necessarily... It wasn't as gleefully negative. As most YouTubers. But maybe it was, I don't know. I didn't think it was. What show are we talking about? 2019 Inside Gaming. What was Genlock? That was the animated show that Rooster Teeth produced. With celebrities. Gleefully negative, that's a nice term for it. That's just kind of the... That's how it feels to me. It's like... It's... There's some targets that like everyone sort of communally agrees that it's okay to go after. Like everyone's so exhausted of trying to feel socially conscious all the time. The people just hope every so often that there's just a high profile thing that everybody can just cash out on. Just get all their frustrations out. Hang time, thanks for the raid. Hey everybody. I mean, right now it's Elon Musk, but he's asking for it. And it's just so satisfying. I can't, like, I'm usually not a fan of dunks, even if it's like really tempting. It's just like, what's the point? But it's okay. It's okay to just cash out on Elon. Just put whatever points on the board against him you possibly can. If he's not going to pay taxes, he owes us some kind of public service. Yeah, if it's not going to finance a public work, then he himself has become a public work.
Inhibitor container detected.
I forgot about those things. I guess there's one more trial, and then hopefully more beers. Ow. Thought I was going to catch the lip. All right.
I'm here for the tryout.
Yes, we're watching. Your dates are waiting.
My dates?
Dates from hell. Lots of them.
Any advice? Tips?
Expect trouble. And lots of
Yes, welcome all raiders. Good to see everybody. It's a shame that hang time is never live when I shut down. I guess that's a time zone thing, but it would be nice to raid them back one of these days. But yes, I'm playing the DLC for Dying Light 2. This is so foggy.
About those suiciders. Stay above them.
Okay. Thanks for the tip. I guess you can't shoot through. Oh, hey, Absolute Bionkers. Thanks for gifting 3 subs. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. Huh.
And first aid kits too. Find those in the trash cans. In case you need some.
First aid kits in the trash cans, you say? Why were a first aid kit in a trash can? Oh, there's a trash can. Scraps, thanks. Great.
Inhibitor container detected.
All right, good enough. Ah, just a couple seconds over. But hey, whatever. Qualified. Throw some scraps on it and walk it off.
Looks like you're still alive. Congratulations.
Pack your wound full of scraps. And grimace.
3 tryouts. Next up is the final qualifier.
Oh.
But first, the venerable jury of Carnage Hall has to approve your advancement. I'll be in touch when there's a decision.
Just gotta wait, huh? Is Dying Light better than Doom Eternal? They're not very similar games.
Aiden.
Sturgeon platter.
Is this Aiden?
Who are you?
Ogar. Chiro's dad. Did you forget I told you to stay away?
Chiro does what he wants. What do you want?
Come to the baptistry, and I'll tell you everything. I'll be waiting.
The secret lore. He's gonna tell me the secret reason he shoved his son into the combat arena, only to result in his death. Ow! Ow! Splattered on a building. Crap, I cannot be street level at night. Ooh-doo. Oh, don't hit me! Splattered on the side of the building and scraped all the way down. Ow! Sounds like bait. Might be. Oh, crap. The only thing this parkour is missing is a tuck and roll. I mean, it's got that. It has like a high fall, or if you tap crouch when you land. Maybe I'll do it. Oh, wasn't high enough. But yeah, it's got all kinds of like parkour moves. I just don't have them all unlocked. You can like do a cool little dive and roll through a tiny little opening and stuff. I always get kind of jammed at this intersection. You can like springboard off of... Yeah, you can like... Let me see if I can do it. Well, that wasn't quite what I was thinking, but... gotta amuse yourself. You know? If you're not having fun, what are you doing? Now that we've established the comparison is elementary, is this game a 10 out of 10 would rent again? You seem to want to be saying something, but you're always dancing around it. I'm not quite sure what you're going for. What I can say is that this stream is hashtag sponsored. So I'm not sure what you're going for. However, the game is 45% off right now. So why rent it when you can own it? For nearly half off. Hashtag sponsor. Try getting up to a level 4. Oh. I don't want to die. I just want to I want to learn the lore. That's what I'm here for. I need to hear the secret of this poor child. Yeah, I can do a level 4 chase later. I don't think I've ever even. Ow! Ow! Ankles exploded. I don't think I've gotten up to a level 4 before. Fuck! Shit. Come in. Yeah, that's right. It's Daddy Ogar time. He's got to like look at me with that "you're too young to understand" look.
You wanted to see me?
Remember Tetsuo here? Still hasn't come to. You know who did this to him.
Skullface.
Yes, 45% off.
It's gonna end up like this.
Both the original version and the Ultimate Edition. That includes this DLC. I'm gonna protect him.
Chiro can take care of himself.
Can he? Not without help. Your help. See that? I know my boy better than you.
You're his father.
That's why he won't listen. Wouldn't be here if he did.
That means he wants this. Bad or good.
Shit on what he wants. He can't fight like he thinks. He's fast, but stupid.
He just wants you to be proud of him.
I don't want to be proud. I just want him alive. I just want him to live.
If I did help, what would I have to do?
Chiro's in the qualifying round for Carnage Hall. Rooftop on the Waterside Way. And only one winner. I want you to go there and beat him.
Can't do.
Is that all? Then what?
I was already planning on it.
Then you win. Chiro's eliminated. He won't go back after that.
I have to think here.
If Chiro is your friend, you won't let him die. Rooftop on the Waterside Way in the Central Loop. Make the right choice, kid.
Are your stream skipped over Skullface? Oh no.
You still have fire inside.
Skullface was great. And his name was Skullface.
You got there, Aiden? Is it...
Reminds me of Frisky Dingo. Murderface. Kill Ogar. Free the boy. Then he would just want revenge on me, right? And thus perpetuates the cycle of vengeance. around downtown too much. Or I guess city circles, city center. Alright, what do I have to do to get the chase to level up? Gotta make these guys angry? Oh, they're shoving me. They're getting testy. Does it just go up over time?
It's me again, buddy. Yours truly scored an invite to the final tryout. Looks like I'll be fighting some loser on yet another rooftop.
Just keep being chased. All right.
There's more. Boss lady from Carnage Hall's gonna be watching. Know what that means? I'm a shoo-in for the tournament. Won't be long before I kick Skullface's ass. Anyway, let me know when you get your invite. I'm sure you'll get one, bud.
This dweeb is gonna get humbled real hard.
And I know it's too late, but I'm sorry I took your money. I wanted to make it up to you, even if I don't make it out alive.
Oh!
We were a great fucking...
Oof, that sounds bad. Shucks. Uh-oh. Oh, that was bad. Oh, no.
This paraglider, can it be made to fly faster?
Possibly.
Oh, my God.
You should ask the Crossmaster about.
Keep holding forward, which makes me dive immediately. Crap. They're calling zombie SWAT cars. Zombie National Guard. Crawl! Ow. What? There's already somebody up there. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, there's like these beefy boys everywhere now. Whoa! Jeez. They endlessly spawn at 4. Big bad swole boys will one-shot you. Yeah, pretty clearly. Damn. Down. You just try to survive as long as you can, huh? I love the idea that you bank up a ton of bonus experience while you're both running around at night and then also like doing chases and stuff. It's such a cool way to level. Hey, what's up, Kermit? Yes, the beefy boys are now 40% off. All right, time to go beat up Beat up this wormy little guy. Knock that hat off his face. They got you out of their swamp. They did. It was a challenge to see how long you can last. Sometimes I'll do an on-the-ground only chase, and I usually die pretty quick. I don't even know what you... Gosh, what do you do? If they just spawn anywhere and then sprint straight at you and slap you, I guess you just always got to be moving around, hopping around, changing elevations. Hope they implement mastery levels in Dying Light 2 again. Need them numbers going up to justify all that parkour. Well, you get parkour experience. Don't look down. Who needs a neck? I gave it away. Master parkour. Turn my neck bones into jello. Ooh, level 3 armor. All right. Oh, you max out pretty fast. Okay. Gamer McGee, thanks for the sub. Wait. Oh, there we go. And I got remote C4. Love RPG fashion. Yeah, just random triangles. New of Loathing came out. Gosh, West of Loathing is a really memorable game.
What are you...
Surprise sequel. So cool.
Don't tell me my old man sent you.
Yeah, we talked.
For fuck's sake. I don't believe this. And what did he want you to do?
He wanted me to stop you.
Don't matter. I'm better anyway. But enough with the chit-chat. So how about it, man? Moment of truth?
No, he would want me to fight him. Square fight. If I can humble him properly.
Alright, fuck it. Ready to rumble.
Whoop! Ooh! Contenders!
We still gonna drink beers after this?
Are you ready to battle victorious and enter Carnage Hall? Remember our one and only rule. Last man on the roof wins. Let the party begin! And what's a party without music? Am I right? Uh-oh! Looks like the neighbors are mad they weren't invited.
Oh, that's pretty great.
They're gonna crash the party.
Shit. They're coming.
They look pissed. You better find a welcome weapon to greet them.
Quick, catch.
Oh, he's getting torn up. Oh, okay. We're on separate roofs, and whoever gets knocked off by the infected. I guess that's how it works.
First blood! I just killed one! Holy shit, and another.
Oh, this is like a super knockback weapon.
2 more down. Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna get one of them on the spike wall here. I'm not participating though.
Die.
You went over it. There we go. Darn it.
The situation has been contained.
Aiden,
What is that?
you alive?
Where are you?
No clue. They're coming in from all sides.
Oh, what's this?
Am I gonna have to like go and save him?
Ah, shit. Look at that. Don't let them surround you.
I'm starting to get a little dire here.
You're still
What?
Fuck. I stopped counting. Damn, this is tough.
Sick.
Seriously, they're coming in from all sides.
Yeah, good, scrub. Oh.
You still there? Oh, hell no.
What the? What? Well, I guess he won. Man, they were just like coming up one after the other and giving me a little slap. Oh, I got your food canceled after an hour of waiting. I hate that. That is annoying. You're super looking forward to it. You're gonna chow down on whatever it is, and then boom. And now you're extra hungry, and now you know you have to wait even longer.
First blood. I just killed one. Holy shit, and another. 2 more down. Yeah, baby.
What? Okay. What is going on?
Die.
Too many hops. Slippery. No, there's spears there, actually.
The situation has been contained.
Aiden, you alive?
Where are you?
No clue. They're coming
Why
in.
is that hurt? Oh.
Oh, what's this?
What?
Another way.
come from?
Shit. Look at that.
Those guys are weirdly good at dodging the zombies. Stamina. What the fuck is?
Don't let them surround you.
What hit me? I don't understand. Ah, I am Graham. Thank you for redeeming a trading card. Let's take a look at what we got. Man, this is getting messy. All right, what do we got? Oh, Top Gear 2. There's been a lot of things called Top Gear over the years. I don't think that, like, the show wasn't running when this game came out, was it? Anyway, power card number 73. Here's the stats for you. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to race. Challenge your best friend or try and thrash the computer in this bumper-to-bumper action. Race in exotic locations from Egypt to Canada. This high-speed sequel. 2 players on the split screen make this almost like being there. Oh, using this password. Oh, that's a big password. Can you beat the following course times on the Abu Sunbul course in Egypt? So there's your times. That's how you know where you rank in gamer style. But congratulations. That's a very valuable card. Top Gear is from the 80s. Yeah. Was it a different thing back then? I don't know if is that brand, like, does this logo look like the show from the mid 90s? I've always wondered if it's the same thing or if there can just be multiple things called Top Gear. 1993, Gremlin graphics. That's right. It's bizarrely difficult to copy and paste Twitch names now. Firefox does it differently. There we go. Thank you very much. Let me take this down in my ledger here. Scribe a little message to the lucky winner. How do I DM my address? So I just sent you a whisper. It depends what service you're on or what platform you're on as to how you see those. Usually there's like a little chat bubble icon with like a notification number under it. Click on that. I should be one of the people in there. And then you can just send whatever address you want me to ship it to in there. Actually, I have to take a quick break. I'll be right back. See you soon. Right, I'm back. I'm gonna sit on this wet lawn furniture.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, Squall? Honestly, you should withdraw this time.
Still got time to back out.
Yeah, sure. And why the hell would I do that?
Your father's worried. Scared.
Good. Let him know how it feels.
He does. Listen,
I have! All I heard was, you're too weak to fight, and let your brother do it. And...
He's got such a chip on his shoulder, man. I love it.
Somebody's got to make those fuckers pay for my brother.
Contenders,
Zombies?
Are you ready to battle victorious and enter?
Brother.
Remember.
Being up here seems like a pretty good way to go about it.
First blood. I just killed one.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you.
Holy shit, and another. 2 more down. Yeah, baby. Die, scum!
Like something is
The situation has been contained.
Aiden, you alive?
Where are you?
No clue. They're coming in from all sides.
Oh, well, what's this? Another way?
Yeah, exactly, Jet Cougar. He's kind of pulling a Gimli. Battle of Helm's Deep, huh? Keeps bragging. Keeping score. I guess that is literally the point.
Don't let them surround you. You're still fighting?
What the?
Fuck. I stopped counting.
What? Oh, okay, there's like a special.
Damn, this is tough. Seriously, they're coming in from all sides. Aiden, you still there?
Ooh, man, same thing happened. Oh, look, one jumping after me. Yeah, whichever one, like, whichever one shoves me down. Like, I fall on the ground and then all the other zombies just kind of kick me off. Really interesting. Oh, Kreiser. So, I don't know that I prefer controller, but I spent all day yesterday playing with controller. Just because I was playing in another room. So, those are the controls that I remember. It is largely, I think, very controller friendly because it's so melee. It's so melee focused, but I think it's fine. And I feel like, given that you kind of feel like you're steering your character when you're doing parkour rather than like doing more precise like Quake style first person shooter. Not to say that this game is imprecise because it doesn't feel like super floaty or anything, but
I just killed one.
I do think the style of navigation and stuff and the way you kind of like, ooh, look, he's showing me the cake. The way you you kind of like vacuum onto objects that you aim towards, it makes controller stuff work just fine. I keep like doing little ducks and like shimmying motions and stuff. They're actually like really effectively dodging my attacks. Look at that.
The situation has been contained.
Aiden, you alive?
Where are you?
No clue. They're coming in from all sides.
Oh, well, what's this? Another way.
Ah, shit. Look at that. Just don't let them surround you. You're still fighting? I stopped counting.
I'm out of stamina. Oh, crap. Let me know if you could. No, not again! Are you kidding me? That's like the 4th time that exact thing has happened. I just keep getting knocked over and then just nudged off the side. I guess I just really got to stay away from the edges when that wave pops out. And it always happens when I'm not looking, so I'm not 100% sure what's doing it. I think it's the special zombie doing some kind of like pouncing attack that's knocking me to the ground. Ugh, okay.
First blood. I just killed one. Holy shit, and another. 2 more down. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, like that. It keeps happening to me.
Die, scum.
That is kind of... The music isn't that dissimilar to Splatterhouse, is it? Legendary 2010 release Splatterhouse. I gotta get back to that game.
No clue. They're coming in from all sides.
Oh, what's this? Another wave!
Ah, shit. Look at that.
Oh, there's a special one. Let's see if I can knock it down. No, 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 no. Where? You, what? Okay.
First blood. I just killed one. Holy shit, and another. 2 more down. Yeah, baby. Die, scum.
Up here does seem to be one of the faster way to do it. Marzora, thanks for gifting a sub. Like it's been a while since you've been in chat. It's good to see you. Unless you've been lurking a lot. Yes, thank you very much for gifting the sandwich. Sammy, I love that emote, Jack. It's got a little bow on it and everything. Oh, lurking mostly? I respect it. The lurkers are the ones out there making the world turn.
Aiden, you alive?
Keeping the gears churning on society.
They're coming in from all sides.
Now I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. Isn't this stream the enemy of society? Yes.
Ah, shit.
But society also produces video games, so it's complicated. There you are. Just gonna walk away again. Just turn around and walk right out of bounds so that I can't hit you with my melee weapon.
Just don't let them surround you. You're still fighting? Fuck! I stopped counting.
Oh, there's medkits up there. Huh.
Seriously, they're coming in from all sides.
Nope, it happened again. It happened again. I just tripped. I just tripped. God, I don't. I wish I knew why I just kept falling over. Oh, wait, what?
Aiden, you still there? Oh, hell.
Why am I here? Did I fail? Wait, what? Survive the final challenge. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Guess we'll see what happens in a minute. Death by Charlie Horse? Yeah.
Hey, who are you? You let me go! Aiden! What?
Uh-oh.
It's a trap! My rating!
Chiro! Chiro!
Jump. Beefy boy. Are the beefy boys always a one slap kill? Or are they only... Is it only a one slap when you're level 4? I think the game bugged out. And let me progress.
We have a winner!
Yeah, it didn't actually, like, count as me dying, I guess.
You're one step closer to fame and
Default. Default.
you. I exclude all those for whom the adventure just concluded.
Chiro? Chiro, you
Oh
hear
boy,
me?
it's rigged. This is why his dad didn't want him getting involved. It's just like Speed Racer. Oh, that's kind of cool. I want this though. X and move to the side. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, super jump. Oh, wall kicks? Oh.
Aiden, did you do it? Did you beat Chiro?
No.
What? Where? Where is he?
Not sure. I'm looking for him.
I'm on my way. Radio me if you find him.
Time to investigate. Got us a mystery. Oh, his hat. No. He'd never leave his hat.
I found Chiro's fedora.
Wherever he is, his head's cold.
No trace of him.
Found Chiro's fedora. Chiro!
There's some blood here, too.
Oh, no! I'll be there!
Okay, got some suspicious footsteps. Excuse me.
That's one of Astrid's.
Astrid?
The queen of Carnage Hall. Bitch runs the tournament at tryouts.
Think this has anything to do with Chiro?
That's all I think right now. You won. You can go in there and find out more.
Me? You were the champion there. You go.
I'm asking you to help me.
Gotta go undercover to find Chiro.
Astrid and I do not...
Give him his hat back.
I'm not allowed in. I lost one son to these bastards. I'm not losing my last.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I'll sniff around out here, see what I can find out. Maybe you can do the same in Carnage Hall.
Okay.
Yo, Aiden. Good luck to you. And thanks.
Thank me once we find him.
Been too much loss today. A sun will rise on Carnage Hall. Come on. Let's get this turned.
Aiden, good work. Now comes the main attraction. I see you at Carnage Hall.
Down here. Look how high they zoop me. A fair zoop. Time's officially over, eh? Ooh, the wall runs! That's sick. Can't run on that, though. I really do love how they give you so many paths through random buildings. Assassin's Creed Unity really leaned into that, of just like lean pathways through stuff. Excellent. Oh, you're hooked on Vampire Survivors now? It's good stuff, isn't it? Definitely worth the time and the money, that's for sure. Ow! 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 Didn't quite make it. Yeah, those knees finally gave up. Kneecaps shot out of my body with machine gun force. Now we get a peaceful glide. Like I want to listen to Pilot Wing 64. Man, now that would be a cozy game to play. Pilot Wings? Something about Super Nintendo Pilot Wings always intimidated me. The Mode 7 looks really scary when it's like scaling up at you. I don't know why. 64 didn't really bother me though. Love the parkour bass drop. Oh, when you're doing a big jump and you just like, yeah, the bass drops out of the song and you just hear the wind whistling. It's such a cool effect. I love that shit.
Inhibitor container detected.
I missed. I thought bumper was cut the chute instead of B. So I cut the chute just a little too late and just overshot. Oh yeah, I think you're referring to well, I guess there's the The hang glider song is really good. There's also like the funky sax track. Birdman music, I think. I'm still learning the in and outs of the glider. I just unlocked it, so I'm having some fun with it. Here we go. Okay, so that is kind of like a boost zone. You can catch the wind and it just kind of shoves you, speeds you up. Yeah, the baby making music, exactly. Oh. Cut through this building here. Oh, through the outside of the building. If I can climb up this. I don't think I can. It's fine.
Power back.
Running around in this game is just so dang cool. I can only imagine how neat it feels once you have all the abilities unlocked and you're just like busting out sweet tricks everywhere. I actually haven't played Kenshi yet, Blue Purity, although enough people have recommended it specifically to me that I feel like it's a game that would really resonate with me. I don't think anyone has been like, oh no, you wouldn't like Kenshi. It's always exactly the opposite. But I need to check it out. I'm excited for that. I'm kind of excited for Dwarf Fortress. 5 seconds of watching. You can't believe I haven't bought this yet. Well, you're in luck. This is a sponsored stream. And it's sponsored because the game's 45% off right now. Both the original version and then also the ultimate that includes the DLC that I'm actually playing right now. But yeah, if you'd like to get a link to that discount, use the Bloody Ties command. I'll link you right to Steam. Is it co-op? Yes. 4-player co-op. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, Bruce and I played it a little bit together when it first came out. Oh, you finally got your food. Yes.
Safety and hygiene in the workplace.
Let's run out of stamina.
First job. Gotta hit it a bit softer, then the nail won't bend on you. In our factory, 8,000 people worked. Can you imagine that? 8,000? Hands higher. I am.
About to buy this for my brother too. Well, now's a good time. It's on discount. And the DLC just came out, so that's kind of why this is happening now. The DLC is pretty great so far. It's like, it's reminding me a lot of just like fun 80s action revenge films, like martial arts action revenge films. It's got a tournament. It's got a brother, a dead brother, a dad who just doesn't understand. And zombies. It's also got a big road warrior dude, a big Shao Kahn guy named Skullface. Love that dude.
I'm Aiden. Made it into the tournament.
We know who you are, tough guy. Get in when you're ready. You're in for one hell of a ride.
Okay. Carnage Hall always reminds me of the way my young brain would interpret Carnegie Hall. I would see it and my brain would just be carnage. Excited to see this new area.
Any bets on him?
Him. Scrawny meat. 2 fights at most. Hope he can run.
Ooh, they got fire dancers. Hey, what's up, Baseball Master? My day's been great because I just did some business this morning. Just took care of some paperwork and then got right into streaming.
This time, I'll get locked up.
At an early start, I passed up my usual like 1 hour of cardio because my knee was feeling a little funny.
Aiden, it's me. I've got eyes on you, but we can't meet. Not yet. It's for your own safety. And mine. Just focus on the fights. The more renowned you become here, the better chance we have of eliminating the danger to the city. You gotta climb the ranks until you find the mastermind behind the planned attack. Skullface.
Or the fabulous car Did you crash. Know that in this always finishing fights in style. Oh, come on.
I gotta admit, I did forget just how gorgeous this game is. This game's actually pretty technically incredible. Oh, fancy. I'm gonna make a scene. Do I like the new Twitter? I mean, to me, Twitter hasn't changed, like even a little bit. The only thing that's changed is apparently advertisers have left, which doesn't really affect me. And I get to see a bunch of screenshots of Elon Musk getting brutally owned. So I'm actually, like, on a selfish level, I'm into it. This is great. I get to see Elon Musk show his bare ass to the world every single day. It's also kind of, I guess, it's allowed me to give myself permission to treat Twitter as dumb as it always has been. Twitter is a place for shit posts, and it aggravates me that people think it ought to have more decorum than that. Instagram is the buttoned up one. I guess LinkedIn, maybe?
See anything you like?
That sucks.
Actually, yeah. A lot of new mods and stuff.
Happy customer, successful business. At least
I'm all into it until all of the work that is piling up from the immense staff layoffs makes it hard to use. Yeah, if it starts like fully breaking.
Want an autograph?
It depends on whose.
Such a kidder. Kruger the Fists. That's me.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Come on. 10th place in the ranks 3 years ago? The famous fight against Kurt the Wasp?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fuck.
It's like a car wreck that you can't stop watching. Yeah, well, that implies that you should feel guilty. And normally, like I was saying before, I've kind of lost the tolerance for going in on public failures. But this feels a little bit different because Elon Musk really did invite all of this criticism in on himself. It's just the perfect intersection of hubris meeting immediate and utterly negative consequences. It's the distilled and absolute visitation of ego and ignorance. And it's all in public, which is, well, not all, but a lot of it's in public, which is delightful. So yeah, I don't know. Usually I feel bad. Like a car wreck is maybe theoretically no one's fault. It's just a tragic thing you can't look away from. But this is very much.
Loudmouth around here by the name.
All of this could be very much could have been anticipated. Elon is abusing his workers and the users. No one should feel bad for making fun of his failures. That's true. I do feel bad for the employees of Twitter.
The guards or something. Feel free to name drop me. I'm famous, you know.
Yeah, sure.
They're
It's me, the famous Kruger the Fist.
I feel bad, but at the same time, the second Elon was talking about buying your company, maybe it was time to start putting in resumes and stuff.
Gonna win this time.
But still, if you have a good thing going, it sucks that the ego and business hubris of one man can derail that for so many thousands of people. See, if only we taxed his ass into the ground, then we'd have handy little unemployment agencies.
That's 3 times my salary.
Maybe we can do that now. Pass a specific Elon Musk tax and just take all his fucking money, and then set up severance and unemployment programs.
Big win. Hey, want to bet on anything? I'm on a hot streak.
So winning big today, huh?
You bet. I've cleaned up on every fight.
You gamble on duty?
Came here straight from the patrol. Didn't even bother to ditch my uniform. So listen, you betting or not?
I'm looking for a friend. I believe he was kidnapped. Name's Chiro.
Kidnapped? Look around you, pal. Anyone look kidnapped to you? People come here to fight or gamble, or both, but it's all voluntary. Jack Matt himself.
Oh, Massachusetts in the U.S. just passed a 4% tax on income over 1 million. So there's that. That's cool.
Hey, Ogar, you around? I'm here.
I assume that is what MA is, right?
Bald eunuch. You'll be able to tell.
This one's going places. From simple fights to death matches. What a performance from Nutcracker. Ripped them to shreds.
What about 235 billion? 4% of 235 billion is a pretty good sum. Pretty good tidy amount. I'll take it. You know what? Deal. Deal. Yes.
What are you staring at, fuckface?
I like this guy.
Wait,
he's got
they let
attitude.
you in here?
Our street lets everyone in. Everyone who can afford to be here. The PK can go fuck themselves. Here. I'm fucking untouchable.
Ah, worked. Just got out. Or just got on. Ah. I'm glad you're done with your work. Yeah, this is Dying Light 2, the DLC.
I'm looking for a guy named Chiro.
Why ask me? Just because I'm a renegade. You think I did something?
So you know him or not?
Ah, go fuck yourself.
You know what, baseball? Everyone brings up the DMV as a institute of government dysfunction. But every visit I've ever had to the California DMV has been smooth. I've been in and out in under an hour. I make an appointment online. I show up when I need to. They have a handy list of all the forms I need. I give them all in that order. They stamp things and I'm out. So, I don't know. I don't mind paying California state tax. DMV only sucks if you procrastinate. Yeah, it's the people who just show up when the DMV opens and don't have anything ready, didn't research anything, and just wait in line and talk to whoever they talk to and expect to, like, get help. How about the post office? I use the post office all the time. I have boxes of, like, pre-postpaid envelopes that I used to send out cards and stuff. No, the USPS is sick. I have, like, a kitchen scale at home that I use to measure, like, packages that I send out. You can print off postage at home. You can use the internet to schedule a pickup, and then the mail carrier will just come and get your packages. You don't have to do shit. It's awesome.
At your service. How did you find me?
Ooh, I'm gonna compliment him.
I know he's important, and you look important.
Ah, true, true.
But the USPS is not a government institution.
Ready for the first fight?
Or is it now? Hold on. It's totally a federal thing. I feel like this is probably some independent agency of the United States federal government. Oh, okay. It's an independent agency of the executive branch. Ah. Explicitly authorized by the U.S. Constitution. Let's see here. Cabinet level department in 1872 was transformed by the Postal Reorganization Act of 1970 to the U.S. Postal Service as an independent agency. Since the early 1980s, many direct tax subsidies go to the USPS with the exception of subsidies for costs associated with disabled and overseas voters. Or many direct tax subsidies have been eliminated. So it used to get more money from the government. It has gotten less and less over time. That sounds about right. So I think that's the distinction, is that it doesn't seem to get a whole lot of tax money, or it doesn't get government funding, it kind of funds itself. I feel personally attacked. I've got an appointment at the DPS and I'm not sure if I've scheduled the right thing. Well, if you have an appointment at all, at least you will scoot past and talk to somebody instead of just waiting in like a 3-hour line.
This place has a lot of history, huh?
After the fall, this is the next Olympics.
So what are the rules?
First, you have to die to be born. Rebirth.
Rebirth?
The new fighter showcase. Your first fight before the crowd. If you survive, you'll find out the rules. Ready?
Now I remember your voice from the tryouts.
Ah, I recall you had a good fight. Ready for the real battle?
I was looking for a fighter friend, Chiro.
Zero? Ah, Chiro. Musical name.
In my home country, if you make the equivalent of 200,000 US a year, you pay 50% income tax.
I know everybody who is somebody.
That's a pretty low ceiling, but I think in most places in the US, like 200 grand, household income might be a teeny bit low depending on what area. But like, isn't there like sociological studies saying that a certain amount of income will basically like cap out your happiness? And anything above that doesn't really like effectively make you happier. I guess that's assuming that happiness is the goal. And when you start like, is it 120? That's enough for me to live really comfortably. That's, when I look at my own spending, that's about what I'm at. And that includes like a trip a year and some nice meals. But I don't have any kids.
I am.
Man, I can't imagine. Excellent. You'd have to tack on a tidy chunk of money to that if I had children. It's not about happiness, it's about winning. Go America. Well, see, that's the thing I try to remember is money is a hobby for some people.
About a species.
And making number go up. And the way that like making number go up in games makes me happy.
Homo neanderthalensis. Homo erectus. All of them wiped out by the deadliest species.
That should be the point of freedom, right?
Us. I am Astrid.
I just want money to not take up all my thoughts. Yes, medic. I think you've hit the nail on the head. That's the happiness cutoff. Is when you don't have to worry. It's like when you have insurance and you've got some amount of money in the bank and all of your, like, you can pay all your bills, you can buy all the food.
Only one will deserve to be called.
It's the closest you can get to having peace of mind.
So sit back and let the carnage begin!
Thinking of capital as a means and a form of power is interesting as well. The more money you have and more influence and power you have access to. I suppose. It just depends to what end, though, I think. What's the goal of that access and power? Oh!
Fucking kill him!
Ogar! Did you hear me, Ogar?
Aiden?
This isn't an arena! It's a slaughterhouse! big. I'm fighting humans!
Sounds like Astrid.
Ogar?
I already did that, right?
Ogar!
Oh, I guess they were... I guess they were zombies. Where are you going? Where are you going? I can't get him. What? What? Hey! No! No! Oh. Wait, did I plant him into the wall? Oh no, that's the torch. Okay. We don't. Is he dropping a Sugandis? Free healthcare in school. It's gravitated towards something you were good at to make money. Everything else is free game. I don't know. I think certain public works should still be in the era of public spending. Parks, roads, utilities. I'm okay with utilities being public because I have lived in Texas for too long to think private utilities is any kind of good idea.
Take some of that.
But yeah, I think education and health should be like publicly provided entitlements to every living human.
Out of Mother Arena. What's your name, sweet hero?
I feel like housing and food and things like that starts to get into more debatable topics. It's wild to me that anyone shouldn't say anyone. Shouldn't say anyone. This arena's birthing you? Yeah, she's gonna give me my new birth name.
Supposed to kill infected, not each other.
Oh my. We have a noble warrior who doesn't want to fight. What's your name?
I guess I could see believing in the value of private health as providing the motivation to research and provide new drugs that help the public good. But I don't know that that's what happens. I guess like having like insulin marked up 900%.
Oh, fuck you.
Cute.
But I don't really follow the news enough to track the like breakthroughs of big pharma and the direct public good that leads to.
So you shall pick a new name worthy of her and you from a choice of 3. How about Night Runner?
Night Runner.
Or Smasher?
Healthcare cost isn't really a private/public problem in the States, though. We already outspend practically everyone per capita for healthcare in the US. Oh, I could be eat shit. I like this decision screen. Actually, it has to be this, right?
Eat shit.
Gentle people, do you hear?
Oh.
The choice is yours.
I hope they make me Night Runner. That's a cool name. I was moving the mouse.
And now, gentle people, I give you Smasher.
Oh, lame. Stupid. Well, I should have chosen. I don't want to be Smasher. Yes, the ass-eater consumer of shits. That's what I want. Oh, switching to public insurance won't fix that?
Ogar?
I mean, it has to be public insurance plus regulations on costs, right? Which is what's part of the Affordable Care Act. There was some amount of that.
Like with your son?
No.
Requiring private companies to pay pay out a certain portion of their incomes.
You ask Severus.
It was fun to get refund checks for a couple of years.
Nothing to say.
He won't. Unless he can get something out of it.
Okay, how?
With a bets. If he makes money off you, he'll remember something for you.
What's your name? Not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome to Carnage Hall. Carnage Hall tournament starts right now. As you compete in the tournament's events, you'll rise in challenger rank, aiming to reach the final and have a shot at defeating Skullface. All the events are triggered by conversation with Severus, where you'll see available shows, learn the rules and rewards. Talk to Severus often, as he'll guide you to the other happenings at Carnage Hall. Safety reasons, fighter-owned weapons are not allowed in Carnage Hall, so you'll be fighting losing the loadouts provided by the tournament organizers per each event. Your skills stay as they were. By completing the events, you not only increase your challenger rank, but earn Carnage tokens that can be spent at the hall vendor for various rewards. Neat. Ooh. Spectacle, Carnage, Rush, and Freak Fight events. Oh, that's cool. I like that there's like a chase mode. Multi-stage objectives on an evolving arena. Ooh. Making it public would make it easier for politicians to funnel money into their pockets. Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of gotten to a point where I understand that any change in policy is going to benefit someone. So I'm kind of, I feel like part of politics is knowing that people are going to benefit and argue for the thing that helps them. So I don't know, the existence of somebody getting fat off of a policy switch, as long as it benefits people in the long run. Like, somebody's already getting fat.
So, you survived.
Glad you remember.
Yeah, we need more than just public. Yeah.
I remember everything and everyone.
I see your settings. I just bought it. My game is hella dark. I have DLSS on, but I don't think that affects brightness. I don't know why it'd be dark. I think it's kind of dark at the beginning of the game. Isn't the sun down? That might be part of it. HDR maybe? Oh yeah, maybe. Hey, Soldier, thanks for the resub.
But you remember me.
And I'm trying to forget now.
Okay with public insurance. Just want to fix under the hood problems. I don't know what those problems are. That is so far beyond my knowledge.
The fights really are life and death here.
Welcome to life after the fall.
And what, you don't have any rules?
We are not barbarians. We have 2 rules.
Yeah. I hope all that shit gets straightened out before I get old. and my health costs start to go up.
You finish the full tournament. Only one fighter stands.
It almost feels like a race at this point of how the last 50 years of my life are going to go, between healthcare costs in the United States going up and then also climate change. I don't know which one's going to get me. Will I not be able to afford some life-saving medication, or will a giant, will a volcano explode from under my house because the world's going to shit? I don't know. At least I got these video games.
What about Chiro? Remember him?
Why?
I found his fedora.
Can you stop a volcano?
His hat.
Well, I did just watch Volcano: Fire Under the Mountain.
Who gives a shit?
Where they were able to stop the pyroclastic flow of an exploding volcano by also causing an avalanche and making the avalanche run into the volcano explosion. It was great. Sweet movie. Thanks for gifting a sub, Soldier. Appreciate that. And redeeming a gamer stretch. Yeah, we need one of those right about now. I'm just going to do a little toe touch. Basically, what I like to do with the toe touches is kind of keeping my shoulders square and bending forward. That really hits my calves and my hamstrings. Wait, no. Yes, that is what I meant. No. Cool. What's on the back of the upper leg? What is that? Calves are down here. What's that? Is that a hamstring? Okay, I meant the hamstring is what I meant. Oh. Quads are on the front. Glutes to the butt. Those are getting all over the place. Quad on top, hammy under. All right. Yeah, for the hamstring and the calf. find it can also help to put your palms on your thighs. Kind of makes your elbows go out and keeps your shoulders open. Ugh. Maybe an extra glute stretch for the stream. I don't know a glute stretch off the top of my head. There is one that is a little glutey. It's more of a hip flexor stretch, though. Let me get out the mat for this. Yeah, it's a little messy. All right, for this, you a little bit. I need to scrub it off. For this, yeah, what? You basically like get down on one knee, and then kind of slide your rear leg back or move your front leg forward, so that, well, here, I'll see if I can do it. Steph's backseating me now. Oh? You physical therapist now? Solemn duty. Anyone watching anyone else doing any workout, tell them they're doing it wrong. Thank you. Imagine what we could do if we could just cut the military budget in half. Then the terrorists would overrun us. You want to do that? You want to take your cheap insulin while pledging allegiance to Allahu Akbar?
So
it's that simple.
What's your job?
A little this, a little that. Like any good producer. I mainly navigate you and others to their glory.
But you scout for new flesh, right?
Ugh, how gross. I scout for talent.
So who exactly is Astrid?
We don't have time. Let's just say she came up with the format.
Meaning?
Exactly what I just said.
Astrid must be powerful, because you're scared shitless of her.
If you were smarter, you would be too. But she rewards as well. She knows exactly what Villador wants to do on a Saturday night.
You and Bruce would have to be manhunters again? Those dang men. Hiding in their caves. Plotting. Trying to steal our freedom.
What about those rankings?
You win, you advance. Be a hero to the crowd.
I should apologize to Steph. I should have done those stretches longer.
You make. More money, more weapons. More chances.
Oh, tree Ted, you want me to flip the hourglass? So it's actually on my desk.
Won't let you. I would bet on that.
You just can't see it because the candle cam isn't on. And these days, even when I am using candle cam, it's not really in frame.
You ever hear of Ogar?
But I flipped it for you.
Ogar. Sounds familiar. Like someone I'd remember.
Turn it back? I have to wait.
It was better for me to forget about him.
What should I know about Skullface?
He's still #1, and he never loses. Every tournament needs a hero, even if it's a dirty bastard like Skullface. I might even say Astrid fears him, but I wouldn't, of course.
No, I can't flip it. It's not run through yet. It's dangerous.
Hi, let me in the arena.
Welcome. You honor Astrid and Carnage Hall. Now, Pick your fight.
Oh, a grid? I want to do one of these rushes. That sounds really fun.
Have you eaten
today? Like the song?
I'm thinking of grabbing a bite.
Eh? Talking about snacks? All right, now I'll flip it again. I wouldn't want anyone thinking that they didn't get their value for their stream points. Although you're going to kick yourself, you know, you come down with a condition in your 60s or 70s, you're going to want those channel points. Forget about classic parkour trials. The rush events add some adrenaline to your daily runs by introducing a swarm of enemies trying to hunt you. The goal of each event is the same. Pass through all the checkpoints in a given time. The difference is there'll be enemies trying to stop you, beat the time, or die trying. I'm gonna. Oh. I missed immediately. I changed my mind. I wanted to go for the rope at the last second.
He's on a roll!
Ended up hitting nothing.
Smarts and perseverance. Without them, you won't be able to repel all your opponents. Welcome to...
Oh, thank you, Soldier.
Bloody performance!
Appreciate you dropping in to say hi. Whoosh. Oh, gosh, the speed you get off that. Oh, that's sick. They turn the lights off.
Our Dark Horse did it again! 3 more times! Ooh, that had to hurt. He's on a roll! What a sight! We're already at the halfway mark.
Take it over. Oh.
Gentlemen, this man's on a mission.
Oh, that one. Ooh. That's barbed wire.
Lovely. We are approaching the end. Can't stop, won't stop.
All the cheering is kind of cool.
What more can I say? It worked. Just.
I'd like to be like Skullface.
Okay. I got a poster? Oh. Oh. Oh.
I thought the lower ranks would be a freeze. I barely got out.
Steph, you were right. I should have stretched more.
Nice. Impressive victory.
Bless you.
I love the name you picked.
I didn't pick
Smasher. Wanna see you smashing skull faces, man.
Okay.
But seriously.
Aiden for the win.
Can I get an autograph?
I have a fanboy already.
Yeah, why not?
Wow, look at his kind eyes.
Thanks, man. You're awesome.
He thinks I'm the best.
The guy that lived here before you, he was great too. Dead now, of course. Anyway.
Nope.
You're my
Awkward.
favorite. Hope you survive.
Stupid. Thank you, Slow Funked. I appreciate you too.
Now the bastards are changing their tune.
Hey, Smasher.
You should have told us you're
Got a
that
minute?
good. I would have bet more.
Name's Ruth.
You're here, you're a game respecter, and that means I respect you.
Thanks.
Why don't you stop by my gym? Having a little exhibition there.
Exhibition?
You'll see. And you might make a buck, too. See you soon.
All right.
Next fight's gonna be insane.
Ooh, gold shirt.
Next time, I'm gonna watch them from start to finish. I won't leave till the paint's dry. Astrid's gonna kill us if we don't get this right.
Oh, kill.
'Cause of this shit set. Spent weeks preparing for the final flight of Kyle Crean, and now it's all gone to hell. Knowing Astrid, she'll be pissed.
The final flight of
Smack
Kyle
his back.
Crane?
Yeah, I just want to.
Hello? Every spectacle at Carnage Hall has its own theme. Astrid and I used to brainstorm each one together. Every fight is a performance, and the fighters are its stars. And once
You got an artist here.
featured proper shows. But now, it's just a slaughterhouse. The PK will shut us down for sure.
The PK want to shut you down?
Of course. You've seen what goes on here. Too many people dying in the arena. It used to be 1 or 2 per tournament by accident. But now, there's too many accidents. Especially since some of those accidents are PKs. Matt's had enough of that.
So have you known Astrid for long?
Too long.
So you two aren't besties?
Not anymore. We were. When we both worked at the VNC. Well, now she's got her own show. Without the bleeps and viewer warnings. The Carnage in Carnage Hall. It used to be just a catchy name. Now it's her motto.
Did you like the new God of War? I've really liked what I've played of it so far. Yeah, having a great time with it.
So you build sets for Carnage Hall, huh?
No, I run around with a hammer for fun. Of course I build sets. And every fight, the sets get wrecked, so we always need new ones.
Listen, lady,
Like
I'm just
you
picking
use
the
a lot of
dialogue
materials.
options here, all right?
Luckily, the city ain't short on empty apartments. You wouldn't believe what these set pieces were made of. Old beds, tables, tools. But God forbid any of this doesn't match her vision.
Her?
Astrid. You know, sometimes she brings us a new script hours before a fight, and we gotta build a set pronto. Don't have to be a gladiator for Carnage Hall to wear you out.
On that case,
Bye-bye.
You're the one who'll need the luck. But thanks. Oh, wait. About Astrid.
I was like, are they gonna let me walk away from this without
idea.
without a quest?
Not long ago,
Like the camera just like, oh,
Astrid hired a biographer to immortalize my accomplishments.
that was actually really funny.
Somehow he managed to collect a lot of material highlighting Astrid's past. She's changed so much, but maybe if we found the biographer's documentation and showed it to Astrid, maybe it'd knock sense back into her.
well, if I find anything like that, I'll let you know.
And I'll be here, freaking out over my deadlines.
Oh, it's telling you on the game? Didn't know the dialogue was like this? Yeah, there's like a full dialogue tree. There's very explicit dialogue options that matter, like they mark them and it slows down the game and everything, so you know. But yeah, there's a lot of talking to be done if you want to. And some of it matters. Like matters. Doing high knees on the treadmill.
Violence tried and true. I've always said that playing pretend was lame.
No time to lose.
Oh yeah, there's Lord.
Hurry.
Oh yeah.
Let me in the arena.
One more thing before
I
your...
think I'll do one more arena match, then I gotta take a break.
You're a pilgrim, right? I could use your help. Someone stole the take from the last fight. Find the thief, and I will reward you. Might even help me recall the answers to some of your questions.
Have you been finding the dialogue so far?
Right?
It's
Leave any clues?
It's good video game fare,
In the process,
as is what I would
guards
say.
found a blood trail, but lost it.
It can be a little campy, but it's always enjoyable. It understands itself.
Bloodhound.
It understands that it's still a video game and it's fun. So it goes like hard drama, but then it just clicks back to okay, now go like beat up 20 zombies. I think it rides the line really well. It's not trying to be Last of Us, but it does have moments of like intensity and severity. I think it pulls them off okay enough. I guess the big thing is it doesn't assume that you're bought into every last aspect of the drama. The drama is mostly playing out for you as a spectator, not as like a living, breathing part of the world, if that makes any sense. Exception not. Thank you very much for the sub. Yeah, we got a timed mission. I had one of these before. It's kind of similar, like catch the person kind of things. Oh yeah.
Looks like the blood trail Severus mentioned.
The American alligator?
Was that about an alligator? Two fingers to the ground, like, gotta smell it. Hey, touch it to your tongue. Sniff the wind. This way.
The thief ran this way.
Splattering into the side of this thing. I think you can, yeah, you can only use your vision when you're on the ground. Been a long time since an RPG has made me feel like part of the world instead of an amusement ride passenger. The first game that pops into my head is Breath of the Wild. And that's just because you spend so much time in the world instead of being told you're in the world. There's just moments of quiet serenity that you're allowed to own. Hey, what's up, Big Air Bonus? Yeah, a lot of games kind of opt for more of the screaming at the camera and pointing and telling you where to go kind of energy. What's up, fellas? I just scooch around you there. You make memories in the world instead of the game forcing memories on you via cinematics. Yeah, which is ironic considering in Breath of the Wild there literally are memory cutscenes, but those are like largely the weakest part. The strongest part are all the experiences you just have playing the game and making decisions and kind of playing in your own way. Oh. It's two thieves riding piggyback, clearly.
Hey, Smasher. Just the man I need.
Wait, crap, this is the other quest.
You're gonna help us get women into Carnage Hall.
Wait, what?
Astrid's upset. Men ain't entering like they used to. They're afraid of Skullface. And you know that up till now, only men could fight here?
Hey, Perturbator.
Bullshit, right?
Good to see you too.
Back in the day, I was
Oh,
special.
Minecraft? Yeah.
You think there was any man
Most traditional JRPGs, if they do have contained narratives, like,
that haven't beat up some guys so we can recruit more?
it's just dialogue trees, and then you're just kind of like vaguely directing a pre-written
Ingrid
character.
over there is all I got so far. More will join if she beats a champ like you. What do you say? Up for a fight? It's for a good cause. And you can make good money.
Maybe another time.
Don't tell me you're scared of Ingrid. If you grow a pair, we'll both be right here.
Bossy. Hopefully the timer wasn't running that whole time. Maybe it was. $26 seconds to lockpick.
Nope. He's not here.
Bruh, for real? Oh, okay, this was the other path. Okay, I should have gone right instead of left. Well, I got a collectible, so that's something. I guess the thief gets away, though. That's interesting. Didn't make it in time.
It's okay. The guards caught the kid. He was trying to leave the city. Might as well come back and sign up for the fight.
I'm having a shitty day. I think I'm depressed. It's something that can happen. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped in here. I've had very extended shitty parts of my life where I have kind of acute depression. One of the symptoms of depression.
Help me.
Oh, fine. So it can happen. Well, that was inconsequential. I mean, I think it was pretty consequential. I made a choice and got a collectible because of it. I didn't apprehend the kid. I mean, the game has to keep going, but it did actually change for me. Or at least it felt like it was different. Part of things having consequences means that sometimes you have to fail. We're talking mental health. This is my jam, and by jam, I mean profession. Maybe? Maybe? I hesitate to talk too much about it because I'm in no way qualified, but like with you around, feel a little more safe about it. The last thing I would ever want is to, even in the course of sharing my own experience, sound like I'm giving people advice or telling people how to manage their own emotional states. As a gamer, I am an expert on many things. That is unfortunately not one of them. It sounds like Bowie could use some help. What if there was a game about mental health? I mean, there are a few. There are definitely a few games that are explicit parables or the subject matter is mental health, yeah.
Welcome back. Hopefully you're a better fighter than
Allegory may be the word I was looking for, not parable.
You promised to tell me something about Chiro.
I did, and I will. I'm still gathering the information. Please, be patient.
Just let me into the arena.
Hate your coworkers because they're lazy and I have to do their job for them.
I'm still
I kind of know that feeling. Let me submit that maybe you don't have to do their job for them.
Ah, thought I wouldn't see you again. What will it be this time?
Sometimes having a good work ethic can be a curse. But sometimes it's valuable to ask yourself what the stakes of not doing the job are. I just don't feel happy anymore. Okay. Yeah, if there's no, like, there's your day-to-day frustrations, and then if nothing's making you feel happy, I think specifically for me was when I would go back to the things that used to make me happy, like good food or good music. And if they just didn't work anymore, that's scary. Let's see. Face the Inferno. Let's do it.
Well, I see.
No holds barred, mano-a-mano fight with a freak. A unique twist on a monster you love to kill. Face the monstrosity using the provided weapons and everything in the stage offers. The goal of the freak fight is to defeat your enemy in the given time. Don't worry, just hurry. All right. Yeah, Ewido, that was definitely my case too. Was just feeling numb, and then even when I would like do the things that used to make me happy, it just didn't feel like anything.
Watch out! It's about to get hot in here. Don't
And
get too close or you'll get burned.
this is only in the interest of sharing my experience, but that was like one of the things that made drinking more attractive, is because then at least I would feel something, even if it wasn't happiness, you know, if it was just like anger or excitement. Jeez.
You won't win like that, my friend.
No, I won't. That's a lot of fire all around him.
What a sight!
All you want to do is watch old Jackie Chan movies? Well, that's just the human condition. Jeez.
That's gonna leave a mark.
That's gonna leave a mark. Oh, wait, can you throw knives at the Molotovs he throws at you? I thought there was a little prompt over it. He spits fire in like a whole cone. I think I just can whack him to death, though. Yeah, alright. His head's off. I used to love drinking, but now it makes me sick. Yeah, at some point your body's gonna start fighting back.
I see Severus is causing you problems, huh?
And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it as a way to induce emotions.
I just hope you ain't afraid of playing with a little electricity.
I think that's the trap that I and many people fall into, though, when you're going through rough times.
Where did you learn those skills?
He's back.
But what are you doing here?
Oh, I was just passing by after your fight. Thought I'd just stop by, say hello to my fave fighter. So, where did you learn to fight?
Maybe he's really the champ. Maybe he's really skull-faced and he's like scouting me. Chronicle, that's an interesting way to put it. Drinking was a fun time when it was working for me. Now it works against me. So I don't really drink at all. If I do, it's usually 1 drink max. Yeah, I've learned like 4 is basically my cutoff. 4 is when I feel like absolute garbage the next day, or anything over. 4 is about the absolute line in terms of like either like a beer, a glass of wine, or a mixed drink. And that's over the course of an evening with plenty of water and food. And really that number's got to come down as time goes on. I'll keep giving him vague answers. Let's see how confrontational he gets. CD Media, thanks for the sub.
Outside the walls, there you learn fast or you die.
Right. Bet it's a battlefield out there. Awesome. That room's previous occupant? He was awesome too.
The one you mentioned?
Oh no, not Dynamo. Before him. I'm talking about Nutcrusher. Skullface disemboweled.
Nutcrusher? With 2 T's?
Skullface killed them both, in fact. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Good luck. You're the best.
Yeah, your first full day hangover. Yep.
I've come this far.
When you finally get old enough to where your body like, it's interesting to me. That's like, there's definitely some physical mathematics to evaluate, because when you feel shittier for longer than you felt good drinking, that's when you got to really ask yourself, like, the trade-off's just not worth it anymore. Luckily, your body kind of tells you that. Some people ignore it. I wouldn't recommend ignoring it. But yeah, I definitely hit that trade-off a couple of years ago. Oh, I like this, Lick. Let's see here. Professionally speaking, everyone is so unique that making broad assumptions can border being dangerous. I would say when it comes to work, if a person is pushed with any without any meaningful reward or break, they will go through burnout. That's typically when unhealthy coping mechanisms will occur. As long as that person is not enforcing their boundaries, then that burnout will persist. Yeah, gosh. I wish I had it broken down so mathematically for me. Like the last 3 years I worked at Rooster Teeth. I don't know. For me though, I was really curious to find out where my limits were, because there'd never really been a job where I'd pushed myself to my limits. So I did. I found them. Wasn't comfortable finding them, but I think I had to find them at least once. You know, it's the hand on the stove thing. I also just wish that me finding my limits didn't generate a lot of wealth for people that, I don't know. I would have rather that wealth gone to other places. But that's life. That's capitalism, I guess. Yeah, Bowie, you're burnt out. What sucks is when you're in a state of burnout and your life circumstances don't give you any tools for like healing. Sometimes you're just fucking under a rock. Wait, Otter, what's up? Some gasping going on.
Prometheus, you are here at last.
Oh, your keyboard's broken.
Haven't you noticed the
oh, okay.
surges?
Okay, that makes more sense.
Failing and wreaking havoc with the tournament. We need to fix that quickly.
Okay, well, fix it then.
Astrid sent her goons, but I wouldn't bet on them, and I know.
I do like that they're like inserting story missions in between the arena matches.
Now, so you're, in a way, our only hope.
First, you tell me.
Finishing school and already feeling burnt out? Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully you have like a chunk of time after school.
Okay. After
yeah, gosh.
With the
I had a job and school at the same time from like age 14 on, all the way through like high school and college. when I graduated college, there was a 2-week gap between my finishing school and starting my like first full-time postgraduate job.
From simple fights to death matches.
And man, that was the most depressed I'd ever been. Maybe. No, that's not necessarily true. 2019 was really bad. 2019 was probably a little bit worse because it wasn't just me. Like the stakes were it was so much more involved. But yeah, gosh, adjusting to being a working adult and also like just leaving a friend group, leaving a family group, just getting tossed out into the world where you got to pay bills and go to work and no one gives a fuck. It sucks, man. I feel like the early 20s are just a really rough time for everyone. I remember Bruce commenting on this, just kind of saying that early 20s are rough, and yeah, they are. Yeah, feeling burnt out at work. Tried to take a vacation, but first day back and it felt hard again. Then unfortunately, vacation didn't last long enough, which was definitely the case with me and my full-time job. Got 2 weeks paid vacation a year, and that's not enough. Nowhere near enough. I wanted to take an extended leave. They had us crunch for like 3 months in Minnesota, in Green Bay. Excuse me, in Wisconsin. What am I thinking? They had us crunch for like 3 months on this software delivery, which we did. And I wanted time off. I was like, please, like, just let me take unpaid time off. Give me my bonus and let me come back in 3 months. And that would have made me stay in the job, but they were like, no, can't do that. I was like, then I quit. Fuck. Like, you could have kept me on. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I ended up having to do. 34 here, and I've never had a paid vacation. Ugh. I've had a few, but the thing is, like, all the paid vacation I've ever earned, I've always generated way more money. So I don't like calling it paid is almost feels wrong because they made more money for me being on the job and then taking like a week off. Pfft. Now that I'm self-employed, I get to pay myself to take time off if I want to. But when you're streaming, every day's a vacation. That's the thing. 32 here and also don't know what a paid vacation feels like. Damn, that's rough. Take some time. I know it's so easy for me to say that. I feel like I can only speak for myself. Maybe this is a North American thing. But we work ourselves to death, man. And I don't think we ever stop to question why. We never have the time to. You're always so worried about making money, establishing a career, and making it so that, I don't know, if you break a leg, you won't go bankrupt. Or if you get, like, the flu really bad. But I think it's valuable to question what work means and why you spend time doing it. And that can only happen if you can just take some time off to kind of get to know yourself and get to know what work means to you and why you do it. I've been doing a lot of the last couple of years thinking about that because I hit burnout so bad. But I have the liberty to do that, and I know a lot of people don't. Bills for reals, BB. That's why. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Speaking of, if this game has intrigued you, you can get it for less bills than ever, 45% off. I just work for money. Yeah, most people do. And that's fine if you know that's where it is in your life. Anyway, if you want to, you can spend some of that money on this game. I'm just mentioning that because it's sponsored. So check it out. Use the Bloody Ties command in chat. New DLC out, 45% off, both the base game and the Ultimate Edition that has all of it. This game rocks. Okay, I'm going to take a food break. I'm going to take a food break and come back in about a half hour with Final Fantasy XIV raids. I feel a little guilty because I've just juiced up chat on some pretty heavy topics. So let me just remind y'all to, respect everyone else's experiences. Try not to speak too authoritatively on any subject. You can share your experience and your opinions. But don't go telling other people what they should and shouldn't do. Lake has an exception because they're a trained professional. All right. Food break time. I'll be back with oh, nice little front kick there. But I'll be back in about 30 minutes with Final Fantasy XIV raids. If you're not familiar with that, it's a lot of anime sparkles. It'll be very confusing. The good news is there will be very good music. There's going to be cozy music. I think we're doing a new tier tonight, so there might be new music. But I'll be playing like cozy video game jams. There will be a candle cam. There will be a MediaTek cam. Plenty of stimulation for all the ADHD adult Twitch viewers out there. So thanks again for watching so far. Once again, thanks to Techland for sponsoring this gameplay, and thank you for watching. Okay, I'll be back. See you soon.